Hello visuals and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Superhero Wednesday where I've just dribbled quite a lot. Day of the week we talk about anything weird and nerdy and beautiful and wonderful because being a weird little nerd is what life is all about. More importantly, we're not flexing this week. I don't know if you guys are sick of that or not. I usually flex Lego or Funkos. I have for a little while now. We're actually going to talk about something, well, more importantly, a certain film that came out not too long ago. Now you can watch on HBO Max. In all of its beauty and integrity. Where am I going with that? Yeah, you can now go watch the Batman from your homes. I'm fairly certain in the UK you can. I have an American VPN, so I have the HBO Max app. So I have literally the day it came out on HBO Max, I watched it 3 nights in a row. It is such a beautiful film. Go back and check out the reviews that me and Chris did and stuff. The podcast review, there's a spoiler heavy and the non-spoiler reviews. But I absolutely adore this film. And I can honestly say, if I wasn't so biased about my guy Spidey, this could potentially be my favourite comic book film of all time. It's flawless. But I wanted to do my 10 favourite moments and scenes from the Batman film. Just like I did with the Spider-Man No Way Home film, I thought I'd break down my 10 favourite moments and scenes from this beautiful masterpiece of a film. But as well, if you didn't like this film and you didn't like certain stuff, please let me know, because just because I love it and a couple of other people love it, doesn't mean you can't have your opinion and say, oh, I didn't like this, didn't like that, blah, 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 whatever. Let's get the Batman conversation going. You likes and you don't likes. Whether these scenes that I've got here you saw in a different way than I did. But let's talk about it, visuals, and let's talk my 10 favourite scenes / moments from the Batman movie. And kicking us off at number 10, it would be Bruce Wayne inside of the church. Now, it's the whole thing from chasing after the Penguin and Falcone to actually going to the church and the little looks he gives. Because Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne doesn't say a hell of a lot in this scene. And he still plays it so well. You can see everything with his eyes and how he looks and how he's reading the room. It's from seeing the Riddler and his goons and that at the top, from the car coming into that look to the young boy, as the car's coming in and whatnot. It's such a beautiful scene. It's such a great setting. And it's one of the ones that they filmed in Liverpool as well, isn't it? And everything's about the tension, the music. You know something fucked up's going to happen. Bruce is trying to analyse and study the room. It's a really great scene. Again, one with very little words, but it's symbolically beautiful. It's the drive away from Robert Pattinson and Catwoman, where they have the little speech. She says, come with me, we can go have some fun, whatnot. And they drive down the little bendy road, and they come up to the end and get to the little archy bridge bit. And he goes right and she goes left to Bloodhaven. And it's the drive away and the look back. And it's, I don't know, you feel the bond instantaneously and the chemistry between not only the actor and actresses involved, but the characters of Bruce Wayne and Selina and Batman and Catwoman. It's such a great, beautiful scene. And it's number 9. And it's Batman and probably the whole flood sequence, from the point of cutting the electric wire, falling down, landing in the water, to then looking around, lighting up his flare, going through the cinematography here is just outstanding. The red, but then you could just sort of see his skin and the outline of the Batman and going through, and then to help the people out. They're a bit wary at first, thinking, can I get your help? And he helps. The young lad comes out, and then it's the lady running for mayor. And I don't know, it's all beautiful. It's all who Batman really is. He just wants to help in any way, shape or form. Yes, sometimes it goes over the top and it's very eccentric and crazy and mental. But that's what Batman is literally him holding out his hand to Gotham City because he wants to make it better. And we see it symbolised here. So, yeah, great scene. Next up, it's the first official proper crime scene that we see Bruce it's Jim calls him, and it's the way that he comes in and all the police are looking like GCPD or what the fuck. He comes in, the commissioner then comes in, there's all this big kerfuffle, but the way Bruce is analysing the room and the clues, the letter that Riddler and stuff's left him, it's all very fucking like this is just so detective-y Batman. It just feels like a Batman detective comic book, detective comics. And then again, from leaving to looking at that young boy again, and again without saying anything, but his eyes saying a million different things of he was once that young boy, parents taken away, and he felt lost and lonely and vulnerable and stuff, and he could see himself sat there, and everything about it was just true Batman and Bruce Wayne. And now it's the nightclub fight. The first time we enter the nightclub, and we see Batman, you know, knocks at the door. Do you know who I am? The twins come out and he makes his way in. And as soon as he gets in, he's just marching and just knocking the fuck out of people. We first see the proper use of the grapple guns on his wrists. But it's the dialogue with the Penguin where he's batting everybody. He turns around because he gets shot, doesn't he? The way he chucks that thing and he goes, dung, dung, hits the lad. And he turns around and the Penguin goes, take it easy, sweetheart. It's fucking awesome. And again, it's just very Batman-y. Just everyone's having a good time and he's there just to break up the fun and be a big old party pooper because there's justice that needs served up. It's just very, very Batman. And I always love a fight, like a proper, like a superhero-y fight in a nightclub. It just looks cool. Next up is another fight sequence, but it's in the rafters of the stadium where the mayor and that are giving a speech and all the water's coming at the end of towards the end of the film. But I love that purely because the fight's amazing. It's awesome. You got all these Riddler henchmen going around and trying to shoot and whatnot. But it's the moment where we see Batman come through the fog, like the smoke that he's made, and that noise comes up, like proper scary bat-minging horrible noise, and we just see him kick absolute ass. But then going further down where he's fucked up, he's took a shotgun shot at the chest. He's hit himself with that weird adrenaline venom looking sort of stuff. And he goes nuts on that one guy. But that whole thing just played out so beautiful. And again, leading us on to cutting the wire. Because he sees the danger from ages away and he gets himself away and he cuts the wire. And it's all of it plays out so beautiful. But yeah, it's more important than that noise. Wow. It's like, these next four, I am so... it's so hard between these next four. I think number 4, I'm going to go with the car chase. Right, now there's another car element I'm going to add on the list. It's made at the top 3. But it's the car chase in itself. It's definitely, it has to be. Like, I love the Christian Bale bike bit where he comes down and knocking the lights off and they see him go past in The Dark Knight Rises. But this has to be the best Batman car chase I have ever seen from the face of the onward traffic and the Penguin losing him a couple of times but coming back. And then from the Penguin to think he's ultimately lost him just from to come through the flames. And then to finish with that beautiful shot from the Penguin's point of view of the Batman coming down. Look, like he's upside down in that music and he comes down and just looks under the... Oh my God, all of it was played out so well and it was such a well-filmed thing. The way they had the choreographed, the actual sequence of the cars and stuff was fucking outstanding. These next 3 are so hard. I'm going to have to go... Oh, this was originally 1. Right, now I'm going to make it 3rd. But it's the car reveal. I know you can span it off as part of the car sequence because the way the Batmobile is revealed in this is class. Because we know Catwoman turns up, they're all that warehouse complex. You know, the Penguin's there, the Shalene's trying to grab the money and whatnot. And then the Batman goes off for a while, and they're all getting their own respective cars ready to do one. And it's the way that it gets revealed. It's out the shadows, the light comes on, and then that demonic noise. Now I know nothing about cars, quite literally. Fuck all. But that demonic and I said to Chris, does that really sound like that? He said, yeah. In fact, I wish I've got the Technic one, the big one they recently released downstairs. I should have brought it up. I've got the mini Lego one there as well. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful scene from how it looks to the blue flames to... It's like this own... It wasn't just a... this is my Batmobile, it looks cool, it's revealed. It was a monster. I've got goosebumps just talking about it. A monster was born in that moment and a monster was revealed. And all these people looked as if to say... It's only a car, but fuck me, that's scary. It's one of the most intimidating, that's saying something because we got the tumbler, but one of the most intimidating looking Batmobiles we've ever had. It's its own unique beast as opposed to the Bat. They literally brought the car alive in this, and I fucking love it. Right, now my last 2. This has changed quite a few times in my head. I'm going to go for the appearance of the Riddler because... Yeah, I'm going to stick with the appearance of the Riddler. When we first see him and it's all playing, he's got he's at the mayor's house, he's ready to kill him. But what I absolutely adore when the mayor... adore. The mayor's walking back and forward, he's on the phone. Oh my God, it's sending shivers down my spine now. I love watching the Riddler who stood there with all these thoughts and craziness in his head and he's just sat there going like that. And the way he's introduced, it's so creepy and very Zodiac killery, which a lot of people have clued this up with saying it's very Zodiac killery, like, and it's just absolutely beautiful, like hauntingly beautiful, like the Riddler's not really physically intimidating, but he puts on this crazy mask he's got with his glasses, and the way he stood there in the dark just watching him, the mayor pace, and he has no idea he's there, and he's just watching him. Oh my god, everything about it was just flawless, and I love seeing his introduction. And if you've guessed the pattern for the top three, you know it's another appearance, and it's the official appearance of the Batman. Not Bruce Wayne, not where we see him monologuing, even though that monologue is absolutely outstanding. It's the continuation of the monologue, and we see him at the train station, and him coming through that dark alley because them lads have all cornered that guy. They're about to, you know, jump him and whatnot. And it's the way he comes out, and you can hear it, and it feels like it goes on for a lifetime of the footsteps getting louder, louder, and louder, and louder, until eventually he's revealed. And it's so scary, but the build-up before all that, it's the whole intro sequence, to be fair, of Batman saying about how he's managed, you know, the symbol of fear and stuff, and these other people are around Gotham doing crimes, because he admits he can't be everywhere at once. These people doing crimes, and like, they run out from a gun shop, they run out from a shop after causing armed robbery, they get hit by a car, they look in the dark, and they're like, the symbols there, and they just sort of bolt off. A guy spray painted, you can see that everything about it is just exactly what the Batman is. It's all about fear and justice and using your elements and whatnot against you. That's the surroundings, the shade, I am the dark, and all this stuff. It's just absolutely mind-bendingly perfect for a Batman, story. But we get to the guys who all spray painted up, and he comes out, and you say, "Oh, you're supposed to be on vengeance," and he brutally destroys that first lad, and they all jump in, they get a few back to him, but he destroys everybody. The last lad, who we focus on a lot more in the gang, who seems a little bit unsure about it all, he bolts off, because again, before they do it all, he looks up at the symbol and he can see it, he's like, oh fuck, and then he goes to save the guy, and the guy's like, oh please don't hurt me, and all this kind of shenanigans. And that's what's crazy, because if Superman was there, you know, Superman, the Big S, or the Flash, or Aquaman, or over in Marvel, be Captain America and Iron Man, yay. But with Batman, because he's such a predator of the night, and such a creature, and such a demonic-y, scary sort of character, it's quite good what he does to the people he's trying to help and protect. Obviously, we see that come full circle at the end, and they become to trust him, and his appearance is less intimidating because they know that Batman is really on our side and stuff. But that whole intro and that whole sequence from the train and the different bits of the channel, sort of flawless. There we go, that was, yeah, we've done 10. That was my top 10 moments / scenes from the Batman film. Please let us know yours in the comments, visuals, because I'd love to know. And if, like, even if you hated this film, let us know why. We can have a talk about the Batman, maybe we can get a good discussion going. And apart from that, visuals, thank you so much for watching. I didn't there because I don't know how much I rambled on for. I don't want to go on for too long and bore the life out of you. And if you haven't seen it yet, and you've watched this video, I'm sorry. I should have said spoiler alert at the start. But visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. Go watch the Batman. If you haven't watched it, go watch it fucking again. Remember, keep being you, and keep on web singing out.